Uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom! Well, hello there, humans of these earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Welcome back to the channel, I'm Bushka, and this video derives from a conversation I had with my squad mate Barry, who said, well, no one really cares about the rest of the game. All we really want to see is the final circle and what goes on in the final circle. I thought that's a pretty good point. Let's run it and I'll show you. Now, if you stick around to the end of this, you're going to see the dance, the latest dance, and the dad dance moves that I call out during it. Now, the thing I really want to point out here is there is obviously people in front of me, which I have clear shots at, but I'm not doing anything over there. Barry and Dingers are having a shot and thinking about life, love, and everything, but I heard gunshots back here, which means I'm holding back. I'm holding the back end of the circle. I'm not sure where the guy is, but I've really looked everywhere I can from the top of that rise, and I'm just playing very safe and making sure that my team is going to be okay if someone does push in. So that takes quite a while, and I've fast forwarded it. And a lot of people don't do this stuff. They just rely on driving around and being better gunfighters than the other team. And I found that's a really shit way of playing the game, because generally I'm not better gunfighters than everyone in the map. At least a squad or two on the are going to be as experienced as I am, or close enough. Yeah, lay down. I mean, what is it with guys and M416s? There's no grass here to lie down in, but they still do it. They still freaking do it. Anyway, I come over here to get a heal just in case I do get knocked, and then I've got my teammates with me. The circle is pushed in behind, but I know there is someone that is missing from that back end, and I'm going to keep looking there. It's just what I do. I can't help it. It's what I do. When you get this late and you've got like, oh, hello, my buddy. There he is. And now that's really going to inform the way I progress, because you can see no one's died to the play zone. That means that that guy is not dead. He's going to go down low and around that actual ridge line there. So I am moving back to give a better cover position for my teammates in case he pops up there on their flank. And I want to make sure that they can just farm the damage that they're doing right now. You can see Barry, McDingling, both here doing the business. I move back in. That's going to be fine. They're calling for shots on these guys here. They want to push into this compound. It is center, but I actually think at this point that this is a better ridgeline to be on. It's in fact what I think is the best ridgeline in the game. You'll also see how I'm not right next to Barry. He says there's a car coming in down here. I don't push up to be right next to them. Simple reason is that if we're all together and we're outnumbered as a squad, it becomes a trade, and there's every chance if there's 4 men, they can clear us, or if there's 3 men, they only have to win one of those engagements, and then it's a 3-on-2. So I'm going to just chill back here, and when this car does eventually push, look at the difference between the two squads. Look at the angles that actually work for us. So everything's going on in front of us, and this is one of the things I love about Rondo. There's 12 people left in this circle. There's so much going on. Fiddlesticks, cars rotating. We've had circles like this where there's 25 people, 30 people left. They're the best, but this is obviously still a whole lot of fun. And those guys did the right thing. They took middle map, and that's also a kind of a headspace thing. Here comes the car. You'll see what I mean. So that guy had a shotgun and really ruined us. Really ruined us. But because we had different angles, we're able to clear that. These guys are still in the middle of a gunfight. We weren't outside the circle at any point there, so we're nice and safe here. And the next point of call is to get a knock and push. Now, what I was saying there was there's a lot of action on Rondo, right? It's beautiful. It's a lot of fun. And you can go middle map like that, and I often will do that. But I want to show you this circle and then one more, because the next circle is even better than this in terms of rotation and just analyzing the map and absolutely nailing it. Now, the boys are up there with the overlook. They're going to provide cover while I push forward. Very, very simple and yet effective kind of gameplay. These guys don't have vision. They're in the middle of another gunfight anyway. That poor bastard's been knocked like 2 or 3 times. He's on a streak called Struggle. We're just going to get up here and do our best. Looking for a knock, and then we're going to absolutely farm it up. The boys are starting to squash in. There we go. Team eliminated. That means there's 2 left, 3 of us. There's probably someone in there getting a revive because I haven't got a kill, I don't think, yet for that Chattree guy. Here we go. Just starting to run numbers. Got to watch out for the shotguns here because they love running shotguns. There he is again. There's the final clear. This is a circle that I think, if you're going to learn anything about PUBG Mobile, especially why I love Rondo, it's because of circles like this. So most people, what they will do is they will go compound to compound. Good squads will just take the best possible options. And sometimes the best possible options is getting options. There are 20 people left, well, there's 18 left outside of us. There are 3 compounds. There's Bamboo, which is a respawn over there. You can see where the shop is. There's the compound slightly to our left, and then there's a compound on the southwestern side of the circle. There is also a ridge line down here. I'm marking things to see where they are in the circle. My plan is to drive the car down under the guns where they can't actually shoot us from any of the compounds, and then I'm going to park the car behind a tiny little berm down there, throw fiddlesticks, and be on the edge of the circle. Now, why is this important? Because each compound, there's only really 2 of them that are in, has a squad in it. So that's 8 people. Plus us, that's 3. That's 11. That's 9 people missing. That means that there's going to be 9 other people rotating into these compounds or holding circle edge somewhere else. That means that if we can hold the edge of the circle over here and then pick one compound, we only have to win 1 gunfight to have the best compound on the map. If we push a compound now, the likelihood of us not only having to win a gunfight against an entrenched enemy, but also defend against a third party from someone else when there's at least 2 squads, although there's at least 3 squads missing, it's just too high. So what we do is we push up to this tiny berm. This is why I was marking things before. We've got our car. I'm going to move the car forward so the car doesn't get wrecked. Put some smokes out, and we wait. Now, I'd rather not push that compound there. It's been a hotbed of nastiness and noisiness. You can see, whoa, I don't know how he was thinking he was going to get away with that, but there you go. And it's the most obvious compound on the map right now. It's the biggest compound. The compound just to our east, there's someone on our right. If we can get a knock on that right side compound and then push in, that's going to be a really good thing. But what we want to do first is see where the actual circle goes. 24 seconds left, and you can see that Rondo just keeps delivering. The sweat that you get on this thing, the fiddlesticks, the smokes, the skyhooks, like it's just absolutely sensational. And I am running a DSR with a sniper barrel extender. It's just the most broken thing in the game right now. Here we go. Circle says, that's our compound. Let's go. Push. Push time. Push time. Push time. Push time. And look at this. We've had to take 1 engagement. Now, whether we win this or not, this means we're getting 1 engagement for the last compound on the map. This is just, that's the game right there. Good luck to all these guys trying to get in. There are now 8 people, at least 2 squads, trying to get into 1 compound while we hold it and they have to fight each other for the right to drive up here. This is what I talk about with final circles. It's not always just about running around and outgunning the opposition. Sometimes if you put your thinking cap on, you can really make the most of it. And you can see we're marking these guys up. That squad out there is locking that squad over there into place. Everyone, and there's actually 2 squads out there. You can see there's going to be like 3 and a 3 and a 2. And yeah, I promise you the dad dance at the end and I'll show it to you. This is the current dance that there is for winning. Here we go. Love the AK. AK, I'm using the barrel extender as well, I believe. It's just broken. DSR with a barrel extender, clearing level 3 helmets like an AWM, like broken. People need to really take advantage of this stuff. $10 left, 7 really, but like, have a look at these poor bastards. There's one knocked. And there's one guy left. I don't know where he is, but one guy left. And the play zone just took out the last guy from that squad. Like, this could have been a disaster. If we had have just tried to take the middle map strat there, we would have been in real strife. Because, I mean, when you got 10 or 12 people per compound, it gets nasty. I hope that was useful for you. Maybe you can put some of that into your own gameplay. I'm not the greatest gameplay in the world. I'm not the best player in the world. And I'm sure as hell not the smartest guy in the world. But I love playing this game tactically. And that's what I really, really love about Rondo. And that's the dad dance, this one. And it's a lot like a dance. And some of the moves are a lot like moves that my mates and I used to make fun of when we were a little younger and doing a little more dancing. And I'll just let you hear me commentate you through the dad dance. Enjoy. Catch you soon. Yes, Dad's running. Dad's running. Dad's running.
Yeah, that was a horrendous push.
And a dick push. And a dick push. Double dick push. Double dick push. Double dick push. Double dick push. Hands in the air, pointing at the bums. Hands in the air, pointing at the bombs. Dad's running. Ass running. Yeah. And a dick push.
The Rondo.